Welcome back to another macro day here on Scriptcase by Jamie, and today we are diving into the SC button or BTN copy macro. Now this handy tool is triggered when users interact with the copy button within your Scriptcase applications. It is pretty useful for executing additional code when records have been duplicated. So let's explore how this macro can be integrated into your application's workflows to enhance that functionality as well as the user feedback. Okay, so the purpose of today's macro, well, the SC button copy. Let's add that in here, SCBTN underscore copy, and that is how we typically add our macros, unless of course maybe it's a special macro like last week's macro. Or maybe this macro is again a special macro. Yes, you guessed it. It for sure is another one of those special macros. So it is not typed out as you would expect. So this macro actually is like so. So SC underscore BTN underscore copy within basic brackets. There are no brackets. There are no brackets. So basically I need to come here. Let me go again because I'm missing an if statement before this. Okay, that is very important to note. There are no brackets. There are no brackets. It's as simple as that. It's one of the most basic macros that doesn't indicate a macro, but in some shape or form it does. It is a macro. Okay, so with that, we can now, when the SC button has been interacted with, i.e. the copy button has been clicked within your application, you can apply some extra custom logic that you maybe want to have applied for this specific event. That could be, well, from the simplest form of SC message. Right, and with that we then display a message for our end user. So here we then have, this is our message, and just like that, when that copy button is clicked, we send them a message, and that could say, well, this is our message, the item is copied. Bang, or whether it's an item, the form, the data, whatever it may be. And of course, with that, you can apply other actions as well. For instance, you can add logging information. So here, for instance, before the message, I could maybe log this action with maybe a custom function that I have applied somewhere. And then I could say user X, click the button. Or whatever it is I want to say, or whether it is whatever it is I want to do. Of course, I would need to define this further because the user X would then essentially be here a user ID or whatever it is, and that would then also need to be applied there. Now, it is pretty easy to use and very practical. Now, I haven't actually got around to using this macro myself, but maybe you will find the use for it within some options here, or maybe some configuration, maybe, I don't know. You give it a go, you let me know. So I hope this macro has been useful to you, because it is in fact crucial for those applications that need to maybe ensure the data integrity, as well as maybe provide some transparent feedback to your end users during this specific application or duplication task. And of course, it's pretty useful for maintaining compliance with data handling policies by logging each copy action. So in those cases, you may want to use this macro. With that, it is a wrap on today's guide to the SC button copy macro, and using this macro ensures that your applications not only perform as they are intended to with the functionality that you want, but they also adhere to maybe operational protocols as well as user experience standards. Standards. We know standards, right? Okay, many standards there are, and this will help you adhere to those. So it is actually quite important. Just because I've never really had to use it. It is there, it is available, and in those cases, it is very important. So if you found this tutorial helpful, you know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, whatever you please, and let me know how you have used this macro. If you use this macro, I would definitely like to hear from you if you have developed such a system, and you can let us know how important this macro really is, because I'm sure it is very important for those specific types of projects. And are there any specific actions you maybe trigger when your records are copied? Let me know. Let's discuss more in the comments below, and stay tuned for more insights on Scriptcase right here with me, Jamie.